mundo whack, mundo whack, whack, mundo whack, mundo whack, whack.
Hi, my name is Tom Locke, and I am a Forster-Thomas admissions coach and an interview skills expert. I'm here to talk to you today about a new little curveball that's been thrown into the MBA admissions game, and it is the Kellogg video essay. What is this Kellogg video essay about? It is part of your application. It is not part of the interview process, and you are expected to answer this as you would any essay on paper. However, it's going to happen spontaneously, and it's going to happen on camera. So let's talk about what Kellogg is trying to accomplish. Number one, they want to meet you. They want to get to know you. They want to put a face to the application. For every candidate out there, this should be something for which you are grateful. You are not a number. You are not a file. You are not just a piece of paper. You are a living, breathing human being that gets to bring the one thing to your candidacy that absolutely nobody else in the world can bring to their candidacy: you. Number two, they want to just see if you have a heartbeat. They want to see if you have a personality. They want to see if you have a sense of humor. They want to see if you can clearly articulate your thought. They're not trying to ask you something that you're not going to know. They're going to ask you things much closer to: who's somebody you've always wanted to have dinner with? What's a piece of technology you can't live without? So on and so forth. Things that will give them a little bit of a window into who you are as a human being, and they can put that stamp on your application. They want to see if you can think on your feet. It is one thing to write an essay and to go over it and to go over it and to have people help you and to show other people and to write 7 drafts. It is a very different thing to be asked a question, have 90 seconds to think about it, and give your quote-unquote elevator pitch. So let's talk about what you're actually going to see when you go in to answer this video essay. You're going to click on the link that says video essay in your application, and you're going to see a welcome message and have the opportunity to play that from Kate Smith, Dean of Admission. Listen to what Kate has to say, and then click into the test mode link right below that. The test mode link will obviously give you the opportunity to test your computer and to have a 10-second practice run. Once you do that, you click that you acknowledge you have tested the process and you're ready to go. When you click ready, you automatically go into your video essay. This is not a dress rehearsal anymore. This is the real show. Okay? So it is going to give you a prompt. Once it gives you that random prompt selected from a bank of questions, you have 90 seconds to prepare your answer.
What possession or memento do you treasure most and why?
Jot down a couple notes if you need to, and when you're ready to go, if the 90 seconds isn't up yet, you can just click start recording. Your computer will start recording you, and you then have 90 seconds to answer. Remember this, you do have the opportunity, if you don't like your prompt and you don't like the way this is going, to reset. If you reset, you get a different prompt. You cannot go back to the same one. If you reset it, you can do that twice and get new prompts. On the third time, you have to answer it no matter what. So what are you actually doing during that 90 seconds? I have 4 tips for you that you should really keep in mind as you think about this. Number 1, dress well. Dress for success. Anytime you get an opportunity to go before people who are possibly selecting you as part of their community, you better be the best dressed person in the room. Number 2, look them in the eye. And by that I mean look them in the webcam, okay? You are having a conversation. I know the other people aren't actually sitting right in front of you, but if you make them feel like you're having a conversation with them, your video essay is going to go much, much better. Make your argument, okay? It's okay if they say to you, who do you want to have dinner with? It's okay if you say, you know what, Barbara Streisand. Just make a logical argument from that of why you would want to have dinner with Barbara Streisand. It doesn't matter who it is. It could be Shakespeare. It could be Kurt Vonnegut. It could be your neighbor who you've never met but you think is really interesting. But the point is, take the big idea and support it with things that make them understand why you think the way you do. And number 4, and last but not least, this is really, really important for you to remember. The school wants you to succeed. Think of this as an actor going in before a casting director, and actors think that casting directors can be so scary and intimidating, but guess what? The casting director wants the actor to be the one, because then they've discovered them. They're invested in them. You've made their life easier. It's the same thing here. If you're absolutely fantastic and you show that you're articulate and you're thoughtful and you have a sense of humor and you're somebody that they would want on your team, you've made their life easy. They read this and they go, yeah, you know what? There's a check in the yes column. If you just keep all these things in mind, you'll have a good time doing it. You'll recognize it's a fun process and you're going to nail the Kellogg video essay.